Twitch and or YouTube. I just had to restart my computer because for the second day in a row, OBS was giving me issues. Also, fun fact, Adblock updated. Shout out Adblock for letting me know every goddamn time it updates. Anyway, looks like Stream Elements is connected. That's good. Thanks, y'all, for joining me. I'm Josh Goldberg. I'm a full-time independent open source maintainer in the TypeScript ecosystem, which is why my streams are so potato quality, because I can't be bothered to invest the time and energy into doing something more professional. As you can see. I'm not saying that like it's a good thing, just that that's the current state of where I am. Today, I'm going to be going through Mocha, the backlog. Now, when I learned JavaScript, what is now a longer time ago, Mocha was the dominant test runner in the ecosystem. Not the only one, of course. There are always a million things that do the same or similar task in JavaScript. But Mocha was the most popular one. It's a great little test runner for JavaScript and company. Mocha.js.org. Website doesn't have a dark mode. We're going to have to add that in. Mocha predates VTest, I think, and Jest and similar. And like many open source projects that aren't based on one company's stuff or sponsored primarily by one particular company or group, its maintenance has swapped hands over time, gone through different iterations of maintainers. And most recently, there's a group of 3 maintainers, myself included, who joined on to restart maintenance. So if you go to the Mocha issue tracker under mocha.js/Mocha, you'll see a pinned issue. Why do I have to sign into GitHub? Did it forget me? Silly. There's a pinned issue, project status, maintenance reboot, explaining that we are taking back over and doing things and cleaning up because it's been a little while since a lot has happened. Pardon me as I'm SMS authenticating to GitHub. There we go. So if you scroll through, you'll see our plans are to discuss things, triage existing things, add tooling since it's been a little while since Mocha's dev setup has been refreshed. And the one that I'm going to start actually with today is make a new release with no features to test the release pipeline. And I really appreciate, by the way, a lot of people posting happily. It's not often where you post something that online that could be contentious, such as, this is how we're doing things now for this project you care about and rely on. And a lot of happy responses. I also linked to this issue so many times in explaining why, let's say, other issues were closed or accepting PRs, but it might be a while till we can review them type stuff. Thanks to the Scientist13 for reacting with OA. Cool. A lot of stuff linked in this. This is a good issue. So, first things first, if I go to the package on NPM, and open it side by side. Side note, NPM itself doesn't support dark mode viewing. Silly. It's open it side by side with another package that I'm a maintainer on, like TS API utils is one of my packages. We go to settings on TS API utils. Well, I have to re-auth partially for that, but we see there's a settings icon. I don't have the settings icon for Mocha, which is a little concerning because I was supposed to be given some kind of access, and I might not have been given all the access I need. But anyway, I'm going to file an issue on myself, spinning out of project status maintenance reboot to Repo to file that or to submit that release. Make release, new release with no features to testing the release pipeline. Assign to myself, accepting status in discussion. We don't really need to send a PR. All right. Spinning out of 5027. We need to be able to publish new releases of Mocha. none of us new maintainers have done that or gone through the specific release flow for Mocha before. This issue tracks us making sure we can. I have discussed with the other two maintainers that I'm going to be doing this. And just for clarity, there is a maintenance or maintainer's guide in Mocha, which I love, by the way. I love when a pre-existing repo that I'm coming onto has that. And specifically under communication, releasing, I think there's a, here we go, Mocha's release project. Describes the release process. Also, I think I remember seeing earlier, there's as I scrolled through it, there's a section on semantic versioning and communicating out releases. Working with issues, no. Description of semver, how it applies to Mocha and pull requests. Issue triage, okay, no, we're good. Docs, features, tooling, questions. There will be jerks. Yeah. Yep, Mocha's release process. I also love seeing when people leave to-dos or like descriptions of how it's still in progress, whatever. Note there are too many steps above for Mocha's release processes. Love it. Anyway, just want to note for anyone coming on, hi, thanks for joining. Totally fine to just lurk and not say anything. No worries at all. But if there's anything you want to talk about, chat, etc., please just let me know. Always happy to talk, especially about open source, life. Hey, Danny. Thanks for coming on, and always hope you're doing well. Hope life is good. Happy Thursday. So, all right, let me just go ahead, post this newly filed issue in the chat. I'll link it in 5027, and life is good. Mention online too. Oop. 5081. There we go. Filing an issue to track the pre-release minor version. I did make coffee this stream. Thanks for asking. We are actually out of regular milk, but my spouse likes chocolate milk, so my coffee has chocolate milk in it. Not terrible. It's also this Kahlua grounds thing that we got, or someone got us, I forget at this point, from Marshall's Home Goods. So I have like a Kahlua and chocolate flavored coffee. Specifically Kahlua, the chocolate coffee liqueurs flavor, not the thing itself. I'm not that lit this morning. I'm basically, the funny thing is I do actually make mochas sometimes. Like I have an espresso machine, grinder, steamer, all that. And mocha, this is not as good as a mocha, let me tell you. But yeah, basically an Americano mocha. Oh wait, you know what? I think I am actually drinking. I think I made it. Anyway, yeah. God, I love mochas, though. We also have all those, I don't know, do you also do this? All the syrups, raspberry, dark chocolate mochas, and all these things. Caramel and salt. So good. Ugh, love it. So I need to clean up my screenshots. Just scanning, making sure there's nothing there I need. Boop, boop, boop. Cleaned. Nailed it. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, I used to be really into cocktails and mocktails because I like the craft of making things, and some of my energy now has been transitioned over to making lattes. But I'm too lazy, too rushed. I don't have the energy for learning latte art, so I'm still really bad at it. We actually did take a class on latte art, which was fun, but pretty sure the instructor was stoned the whole time. So he kept messing up the espresso pours. Soy latte, touch of chocolate. Yes. So good. I honestly really like and miss working in coffee shops. I have like fancy 2-monitor setup here, so I don't do it much, but I really like that. It's so good. All right, so we have manual changelogs, which I'm already seeing an issue with the changelogs. accessibility changelog, it doesn't have an H1, it just has a bunch of H1s. So I'm gonna, oh, I already scrolled. There we go. I'm gonna have to file a new issue on this one. Oh my God, we have this French toast syrup that we got at Marshall Home Goods. French toast coffee syrup, and I put a little bit of cinnamon on top of that latte. Oh my God. Hey, MDS2, how's it going? Change log. Oh wait, I forgot to pin the issue I'm working on. Whoops. Let me see. Oh, pinned in the chat. Yeah. Oh, you're on a 3-stream streak. I just got a notification. That's nice. Thanks for doing that. Yeah, we're talking about coffee, latte art. Oh, that's so sweet. Can you make? First of all, happy anniversary, belated. Second of all, can you make vegan French toast? Like, can you make vegan bread and vegan oil and all that stuff? There you go. Oh yeah, less than a month till Valentine's Day. Right now the CHANGELOG.md file is manually edited to have many H1s. That's an accessibility issue. You should have only one H1 and many. You should generally. Actually, I always forget if this is the common misconception. H1s. Accessibility. Nate Codes! Thanks for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Do you know if you can have multiple H1s? I know you can, but like, should you? Like, for accessibility? Like, I know from a Google search engine perspective, it can be handled, but maybe I'm wrong about this. Like, I know it's best practice. Haha. Although SEO crawlers such as Google's can handle them, it's generally accessibility best practice not to. Instead, we should have a single change log H1 followed by H2s for each entry. Yeah, like inside an article. Not to in straightforward pages such as a change log. Yep, awesome. Thanks. Accepting PR's bug. Cool. Filed an issue. Thanks, Danny. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, if you have like a complex page with multiple subpages, for example, articles, I can see why you would have multiple H1s. Also note, although I've done accessibility stuff before, I'm not an expert, so no one should actually like take what I'm saying as the truth. Should definitely take what I'm saying as a somewhat, but not fully informed opinion. Issue aside, filed an issue about fixing up our change logs headings to only have one H1. Ooh, Aria Kit. I haven't looked into Aria Kit as much as I've wanted to. Oh, but I love when oh, that's so interesting. I like it when people have like a visual heading where you have to explicitly say the level, because visuals and actual level are two different things that aren't the same. And yeah, automating. So you have to use heading level. That's so interesting. That's such an interesting idea. Thank you for showing me this. I hadn't seen their heading stuff yet. Great website too, by the way. Look at it. Very, very good looking. Preach. H1 is not .h1. Yep. Preach. All right. Diego. Shout out Diego from Aria Kit. All right, let's go through this process. All right. So follow the conventions in that file. So I'm going to do 10.2.0 or 10.3.0. We're doing a minor pre-release. Are there any other .0 slashes? No. Pre-release. I think is what I'm going to call it. 2024-01-18. Going by the established in this file date conventions. Not trying to say that the American style of... Oh, wait. No, this is the good style. Year, month, date. Yeah. Okay. So I actually don't have a H2 to add here for like a PR because... Oh, wait, no, I do have one. Because I sent a PR that was intended as the like tester. I don't like how it uses the GitHub flavored markdown, like whatever. I don't even know what this is called. The colons, the emojification. We should just use raw emojis. I'm betting you this changelog was first written well before online platforms such as GitHub's well supported actual emojis. Let's see. Chore, remove unnecessary canvas dependency, number 5069. This is a pre-release version to test our ability to release. It contains no intended user-facing changes from the previous version 10.2.0. Ugh, need to get a haircut. All right. Yeah, so this dependency thing I did was I removed I don't even think it was a regular dependency. I think it was a dev dependency. Yeah, I removed a dev dependency that wasn't necessary, and then like did a CSS workaround instead of what it was being used for. Long story. And then that's the only change we actually are going to include intentionally in this release because I just want to test that we can do this. All right, so it says then use npm version minor m release v:/s. Ooh, that's interesting. It apparently updates the list in authors. I don't think I'm on there yet. Oh no, I am. That's cool. Release vs. And then you push with the tag. npm version pre-release. How do you do a pre-release on npm? Anyone here done this before? npm version pre-release. You can do pre-ID. What's pre-ID? Okay. Pre-release. Oh, interesting. All right, so what happens if I do npm version pre-release and release v -- pre-ID pre-release? What happens here? Working directory not clean. Docs add 10.3.0 pre-release. Change log entry. Cool. Oh, apparently I messed up the formatting in some way. How did I do that? What's going on there? Okay. Well, git log v.2. Great. So the pre-release actually modified it to 10.2.1. Oh, I actually think I wanted pre-minor, not pre-release. So let's reset hard head. Oh, you know what? I did a silly. No one caught me on it. 5069. 5069. I need to put the actual link in there. Git add all, git commit amend, no edit. Oh, and I should put my author attribution also for the convention. Fun. All right, so how do you look at the tags? Get tags, get brand. How do you look at get tags? Get list tags. Get tag with -L. Get tag. All right, grep pre. Get tag. I think it's deletes or v0 v10.2.1 pre-release .0. Oh, nice. All right, so I've got the stuff cleared, so I'm gonna go back to my commands. npm version pre-minor, pre-id, pre-release, pre-minor. I'll just call it. I don't know if I need that, but just in case I want to add the tag. All right, looks like my formatting got. Oh my god, I forgot the asterisk. All right. So if we go to package.json version pre-minor.0, great. Looks good. I'm gonna get reset hard head again to undo it so I can fix my changelog entry here. There we go. Just view it in the preview. Yeah, it looks good. Git, so what was it? Git tag delete 3.0 pre-minor 0, I think it was. Yeah. Git log. Okay. Git add all. So I'm modifying this thing. Git commit amend no edit. Great. So now I've got the pre-minor. So that's good. Git status. I'm ahead of master by 2. We will eventually change that to refer to it as main. The default branch is main, not master. I've got the pre-release entry and for release 3v0 entry as my commit. I don't know what any of this crap is. I just wanted to look at the commit itself. So commit files changed 3. So I added authors with a no reply. That's great. Package has went from 2.0 to pre-minor 10.3 and package lock updated as well. All right, that looks good. I don't care about any of these other features. Great. Okay, so actually I should note there were other PRs I'm now remembering / realizing from my new fellow maintainers. So I should actually modify the changelog to delete them also. So let's look at keep scrolling past. Let's look at the recently merged PRs. So not just disclosed, is merged. Sort. I think this is fine. So we've got the most recent previous entry in the changelog is 4945, which is on this list. Merged December 4th. Oh, I used to know this off the top of my head. What is it? Merged less than 2023 12/3. Did I get it? No, it would be greater than, not less than. The date increases over time. Look at that, I got it. Wait. 01? Yeah, I remember the GitHub date search syntax. That's nice. Yeah, so 4945, this one on the right. 4945. What? How am I not getting that? When was that merged? That was merged on December 4th, 2022. Oh! 2022. So we need everything from 2022 on in this changelog. All right. 18 total, not so bad. 4945. So everything older than 4945. Yep. It's going to be a lot. And I see that other ones are in reverse order, larger numbers sooner, I think, or first. And then later down we go down. So I'm just going to add these in order. I'm gonna do a cool little trick here. I'm gonna script this because I don't want to have to type these things up manually. I'm gonna search for these. Let's see. We're just gonna copy selector. And it copies the ID. That's not what I wanted. Copy. Is there a path? Selector JS path? What is? I never used JS path. And it's a ID. Okay. Data hover card type equals pull request. That's something I can select on. Document.query selector all. So I'm going to do a query selector for all of these PR cards. Array.from them to turn it into an array. So I can join or map and join for now I'll just do x.text content join end line. Great, so now I've got the titles of them. Next I'll do it's not just going to be x.text content, it's going to be a string containing it, like a list. There you go. So now I'm starting to get the list view, but the actual format I want is like this. So let's add that as a comment in my little script there. So now I need the number. I'm going to extract this into a variable actually, or into a function. Print pull request line. Function print pull request line element. Cool. So what I'm building towards is being able to just generate the changelog automatically from this query. There we go. All right. So let's get the first one of these. Just look at what's in it. So it's a link. So get attribute href gets the href. So dot split last, I think. Nope, not last, but at -1. There we go. Gets the number. So we can get that number there. Const ID equal our const ID. Yeah, so let's do ID. And now we have the ID in the line. Great. I'm going to actually, for now, slice 0, 1, so we only look at one at a time. Also, the ID needs a pound. So there we go. That's the ID. Next, we need not just the ID in there, but also the link. So let's call that href, split it out, and put the href there. I think we're going to do some relativity shenanigans, but there we go. Yep, it doesn't have the GitHub part, but it does have the path. So https github.com in front of that. Slash, don't need a slash. There we go. Git.com, Mocha, blah, blah, blah. Chore, unnecessary canvas dependency. Okay. And it looks like I'll also need to add the author, but, oh no, that is there in the sibling. I also have to use the bathroom real bad. So 1 minute ad break. Sorry, y'all. Whew, sorry about that. Over the weekend, we took a overnight trip to West Pennsylvania. Really beautiful, lovely little town called Bedford. And I went to a cafe deli place called Bad Boys Deli, something like that. And they have these incredibly hot wings that were fantastically hot, and my stomach has been upset ever since. Anyway, so I've got got progress down. I just need to add in the author at the end, which is in this format. Author. PS github.com/author. So just as an what the hell? I added this in the wrong place. Need to add it here. So if I just temp author equals Joshua K. Goldberg, then we get this. And again, I forgot the ending star. Very, very silly. Star at Joshua K. Goldberg. Star link. Okay, but I need the actual author. So if I get that first element again, it's equals. We see it's this one. X.parent gets the parent. And then what I actually want is this fella, the one that has the author on it, which is data. It's got a data hovercard URL, data hovercard type user. There we go. So I guess do parent.query selector. Does that give me anything? Parent element query selector. There we go. Aha! And then if I do text content, I get the text of the author. Great. There we go. So for each element, the href is, it's the element.getAttribute href. The ID is at href's last part. It's like slash whatever the number is. The author is its parent element, query selector, data cover type user text content, and then we get the printout. Awesome. And ta-da! Copy string contents. And here we go. Wait, why is the author Joshua K. Goldberg for all of them? Did I not? What? Oh boy. Looks like it. Oh, it's being merged. Wait. These are, hang on. These are all, the parent element must be the wrong element. All right. Well, anyway, I actually don't need to fix this up, I don't think, because there are not that many different authors there. Joshua K. Goldberg, me, is for up through 5029. Then Uzlopak is 5024 through 5020. So for these, I can just do Uzlopak. Oh, you saw it? Also, great first chat. Thanks, Sebastian. 900. You're right. Element up here in element. Thank you so much. This is great. Save me a bit of time here. I was just going to give up. Nice spot. My gosh. Look at that. Great. And one of these had 2 spaces. I love it. This is fantastic. These are all chores. Let me just make sure. Canvas dependency, alt text on a built with Netlify badge. Chore, inline, a write function. Docs, remove a stale workflow, remove a few dependencies. Nanoid. It lists it in the PR as a dependency, but it shouldn't affect users. But it is technically one less dependency for the package. So I should say, other than removing unused dependencies, unnecessary dependencies, it contains no intended user-facing changes from the previous. I'll just say no intended user-faces changes. All right. Update can I use? What is that? Update can I use? Just a package lock. Okay, it's just a node modules internal thing. Test matrix node v19. Update glob due to a vulnerability. Moving or updating dependencies. Warn GitHub actions. Use Mocha in the example run. A few docs. Okay, so yeah, this is indeed no user-facing intended changes. Cool. Oh, I'm so amused. Thanks again for that catch. So now that the change log is updated, I'll amend that commit. Oopsies. And I will change that key eventually. Git log, this looks good. And then pre-miner, release v pre-miner, -- pre-id pre-miner. All right, so if I do npm publish tag, actually, let me check if the package yet has any like other version tags on there. Latest -6 and ESM. So I'm going to do publish tag pre-release. Is there like a standard for these tags? Okay. Well, here goes. Let's see. ESLint couldn't find the config semi-standard from extend. All right. Oh, do I need to npm I? Oh my god. I need to npm I. Must have been working on another computer or messing with things here. I don't know. Okay. Publish tag pre-release. I like that it runs tests and lints and stuff to make sure that things are in fact valid. All test passing, it looks like so far, not to jinx it. Man, I'm a little nervous. I've never released Mocha before. Syntax error. Okay, looks like that was expected in the test. I think I've never seen that in test runs before. Let's hope. A lot of tests. End-to-end testing on all the different reporters, it looks like, or at least integration testing. Love a good test run that logs a million things. Still waiting. I don't remember tests taking this long. What a anticlimactic moment. Another unexpected token. What is this doing? Let me look back through the log. Or even better, I'm just going to look into package JSON. Scripts. Pre-publish only. NPS. Oh yeah, so we wanted to strip this out. It's an older thing called NPS. NPM package scripts, I think is what it's called. PS scripts. Package scripts. There we go. So you can describe in much more rich detail what your scripts are in this other package scripts file using the NPS package. It's like a pre-release, what does it point to? NPS, and then it lists the things to run. So test, clean, and build. So like the test script, here we go, runs lint, test.node, and test.browser, which runs all linters and all tests. And get back to the bottom. Oh boy, I don't have permission. Surprise, surprise. Errors in your package JSON when publishing. That's unfortunate. Bin, Mocha, script name, those are pre-existing. I won't tackle those now. Okay, so I don't have permission to publish Mocha. Great. So now I need to reach out. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, I'll just post in the issue what I did. So that tried it out and I don't have publish permissions. Jotting down the steps I took here so for future reference. First, I visited to get the PRs merged since the last release. This script generates the script generates a change log list based on those PR names. JS. Then added those in CHANGELOG.md. Zoop. So, and my terminal messes up. Lovely. Creating these scripts created a pre-minor version and then tried to release. Shell and npm publish tag pre-release. Result 403 permission denied. I'll need to find a previous maintainer person to give publish permissions to my Joshua K. Goldberg on npm. Okay, well, blocked on that, but progress. Cool. And I'll have to take this offline. Talk about things in our private chats. So that's fun. Anyway, it's been almost 45 minutes. Let's go on to more fruitful, I hope, topics of the issue backlog. Yay! Triaging. So we have a whole bunch of old issues that just haven't been triaged in a while, if ever. Mostly never. And I got to get through those. There are 17 left. Let's start. By the way, just a regular reminder, folks. Hi, I'm Josh. I work in open source. Feel free to chat if you want. I'm happy to talk about what I do. Part of the goal for this is, in addition to just talking with people on the internet, showing what it's like to work in open source full time. Totally fine to lurk, but if you have anything you want to ask or talk about, that's great too. First issue to triage is this one. I put everything. Well, I got most through the process locally, but 4.3 permission. Errors trying to publish. Will unblock. For now, moving on to issue triage, starting with this thing. There we go. Fail 0 plus parallel plus grep always returns an exit code even though tests pass. Lovely. Filed a little less than a year ago. Something like 10 months. If you have multiple test suites and run tests with fail 0, parallel, and a grep, the test suite will always fail with an exit code even though all tests pass. What is fail 0? Again. Fail test run if no tests encountered. Got it. Download the attached project. I hate it when people do this. I don't want to get your sketchy ass zip on my computer. I understand if it's the easiest way to do things, but it is like kind of an annoyance. All right. Zip. I'm trusting the Mac security shenanigans to work on this. Okay, it's a zip file. Fine. Where did it go? Mocha 4969, moving into my repos folder. Code Mocha 4969. Let's look at this package JSON, make sure there are no like weird dependencies or anything. Okay, it's just dev dependencies Mocha. So I can ignored the package lock.json, so I can just ignore that. npm I, and it was npm run test. npm run test. They all pass. Actual behavior and exit code of 7 is returned. I get exit code, this is fine. What is it? How do you echo the previous status code? Is it that? Okay. Echo $? Arch Linux shell bash. If you run, then this thing, if you run Mocha directly, it passes status code 0. So if you run Mocha, fail 0, parallel, grep, whatever, npx Mocha, whatever, 0 passing. Fuck, keep forgetting to, like, messing up the command. Does Mocha have exit codes listed anywhere? Typically the number of failures. Doesn't mention it. Okay. Wait, so always fails an exit code even though all tests pass. You expect, so it says it should expect exit code 0, but it actually returns an exit code equal to the number of tests passed. That's a weird exit code, number of tests failed, rather. Echo. It says exit code 7 returned, but I get exit code 1. I don't get exit code 7. I get exit code equal to the number of failing tests, which is also weird. Run tests that ran, which is also weird. Should be 0. Agreed. So if I do, all right, what are the actual tests in here? Example run. The example 1. So if I do npx mocha -- parallel -- fail no fail 0, and then do grep hello 1. Code $? That's 0. Fail 0. Okay. So if I don't use fail 0, I get status code 0. If I do use fail 0 with one test, I get status code 1. And then if I do no grep, or a very permissive grep, hello, just at all, I get the number of... What? Very weird. So, I'm gonna have to make a table to summarize what's happening here. Markdown. Commands. Tests ran exit code. Command flags, I should say. One, 0 for just no exit 0. I don't know where that came from. All right. If I do fail 0, that runs one test. The exit code is 1. If I do fail 0 with a permissive grep, the exit code is 0. And if I do it with no grep at all, exit code 0. Now, I'm not 100% sure that my strategy of running with this like semicolon echo is fine. So I'm just going to run, just in case, the commands and then manually echo the exit code. Yep, 0. One. Very weird. 0. Okay. So it looks to me like the user is reporting something that in spirit is correct, that when you use the -- fail 0 command and -- parallel, Mocha gives the wrong exit code. It gives an exit code, or it can give the wrong. If there are missed tests, then like tests that just weren't run at all, then it bumps the exit code. That didn't run, which is also weird. It should be 0. Accepting PRs to fix the exit code for, like, my hunch is that when fail is an agreement with the issue. When fail 0 and parallel, fail 0, parallel, and grep are all used together, the exit code incorrectly gets incremented for each test excluded by the grep pattern. Aside, in general, it's not great practice to upload a zip. Downloading and extracting random arbitrary files from the internet is kind of scary for us maintainers. Please use an isolated GitHub repository, gist, stack, blitz, or other sandboxed or other more transparent environment in the future. Oh, I should say thanks for filing. This one was fun to look at. Cool. So confirmed bug. And actually, let me just do a quick search for fail 0 in issues, just making sure that no one else has filed this. Okay, so there's a fail 0 with delay. Fails. Okay, some people are not using minus. So in title, fail 0. Okay, and I see there's an old issue marked as invalid. Fail 0 option doesn't seem to be working. Very undescriptive title. They're saying it's supposed to allow you to make it so Mocha doesn't throw an error if it doesn't find any test file. Wait. I thought that's explicitly what it isn't. Fail 0 says fail test run if no tests encountered. So your growth can be useful when no tests included. Okay, yeah, so there we go. Awesome. I triage an issue. It is a bug. It's Node.js specific because it's command line and such, and it's accepting PRs. Yay! Oh, I forgot to. I think I might have forgotten. Oh no, I did pin it in the chat. Okay. Fun. That was one issue of 17, and it took 10 minutes. One can extrapolate the number of hours it'll take to get through the rest of them if they are all that interesting. Moving on. Next issue, some settings cannot be inherited. That should be interesting. Pin to the chat. Fun. Next issue. I'm a little tired today, hence the lack of fun emojis and descriptions. Boop. Currently, Mocha will load default settings. Oh, I think I forgot to zoom in. We'll load default settings from libmocha.rc from this package and only from the, I'm guessing they meant the current package, and only after doing so process the config using yargs. This breaks the yargs extends mechanism as the values predefined in said Mocha.rc JSON file cannot be overridden. This means that the following settings cannot be specified using extends, diff, package reporter, slow timeout UI. Also, I just remembered I'm trying to standardize issue names. Let's make it easier to scan through them. So let's add there we go. All right. I assume that arrays still do work. As to my understanding, yards will concat arrays taken from extends configs. Create a project with Mocha tests written during using the TDD UI. In your project root, create a file based JSON with the following content. In your project root, create a file called mocha.rc.json. Try to run TDD tests running Mocha. Okay. Wait a second. Where does base JSON create a file called mocha.rc? Try to run your TDD tests. Note that default values from the current package is libmocha.rc. Oh wait, so they actually do mean this package. So Mocha loads default settings from libmocha.rc.json. So that's an actual file checked into the Mocha package. Let me just reset everything. Delete the old get tag I added. There it is. All right, so lib mocha.rc. So these are the diff defaults. Diff is true. Look at JS, CJS, MJS extensions, blah, blah, blah. UI, BDD. Separately, create Mocha test with the TDD UI. So I'm actually gonna make a repro for this because it looks like they don't have an explicit one themselves. Oh, there's a linked issue. That's interesting. Looks like they filed two. This is a pull request to fix the issue. Okay, that's good to know. I'll look at that later. So I have a FUD. Wait, what do you mean blank spaces? Oh boy. Thanks for reporting, MDS Ubuntu. Appreciate it. I don't see blank spaces on mine. On my Wait a second. You're right. There's a blank space to the right of the screen. Thank you for reporting. Oh my god, I didn't see him at first either. Zoop. You know what? Okay, so yesterday I went on a stream with a very smart developer, username WebPro or WebProlific, Lars, creator of NIP. And then for whatever reason, OBS was just giving me a hard time. For 20 minutes, I couldn't get it to recognize all my audio or video inputs, only some of them. Very annoying, so I just switched to Riverside. Anyway, I think this display being weirdly sized was a casualty of me wrestling with Riverside. Thank you so much for mentioning. The whole stream I didn't even notice. Good call. It's not intentional. I just don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, thanks. Appreciate it. And yeah, DJ Cool Software, welcome. Thanks for first time chat. Appreciate it. And yeah, I don't remember who I got this idea from, but I have like a few old repositories on GitHub that are just, I should have made a branch on a single one. Cool. So npm init, yes. npm id mocha. I'm going to just like touch, I don't know, file.test.js. Describe. Also, I don't even use Mocha TDD. Mocha TDD. Is there like a suite mentioned somewhere? Here we go. Don't need a setup function. PM. Oh yeah, package.json. I'll do script test. Mocha file test.js. That should work, right? Suite is not defined. Great. So I need to have, so they're saying base.json, UI TDD, and then Mocha rc.json. Timeout, 10,000. All right, so npm run test still doesn't work. I'm guessing they meant to say extends base JSON. Suite is not defined. UI TDD. Suite is not defined. How do you do RC? Mocha RC. Oh, I put 2 R's in the name. That's unfortunate. So npm run test. Okay, it does work. You get assert is not defined. Whatever. I really don't care about sweet, whatever. I just want to run the thing. So def abc. All right. So Mocha RC works. If I remove the UI, note it says it's not defined. That's fine. So I'm gonna open all 3 and then add extends base JSON. Does Mocha extends work? No. Extends. Oh boy. So it looks like configurations can inherit from other modules using the extends keyword, and it doesn't actually mention how to do that. Lovely. What is happening? So it looks like yargs, which is the command line parser config thingy used under the hood. It looks like yargs allows libraries to say yargs.config extend something. Extends. I think that's a broken link. Where do we actually yargs in the JS files? Yargs/yargs. Is there a config? Yargs parser config, which is combine arrays, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm confused here because nowhere do we mention base.json. In our code, and this this isn't an isolated repo because they're asking me to create things. So I'm confused. If they're helpfully very, I love when people do this, pointing to the source codes, load options, which is a function. So Mocha libcli options.js. By the way, just curious, does anyone here use Mocha still? Any of y'all use this? I personally use vtest, previously Mocha, but that's just me. All right, so so this is where we parse the Mocha RC, which is this file. So Mocha RC, the variable is imported from Mocha RC.json. Then we add in args, which are the command line parsed arguments from argv. Bun's testing library, which is just fastjs. Yeah, basically. That makes sense. I think a lot of people, myself included, just go for whatever testing library works the quickest, whether that's like easiest to set up or running tests. Then we load in the RC config, which is an RC from args, load RC. So if we pass in a manual config file, then we pass in the package config, which is from your package JSON. So in order, what we're loading is the default args, or your process args, your default args, anything from a config file or command line, anything from config file, anything from your package JSON. So nowhere do we actually say we'll load in base.json. But then they're saying, at least I should say nowhere in that line. So then they're saying in CLI.js line 47, we say our arguments are the Mocha args, or if they are not provided, load R. So they're saying this is where it makes sense. Lib Mocha RC is taken in. After that, features such as extends are processed by yargs. So, okay. So it looks to me like it's like kind of a docs issue that we say we do a thing that we don't actually support. Maybe that's just a bug that used to work or never has. Anyway, they say that someone says configurations don't seem to support extends. I think I actually triaged this. Yeah. So this issue is relevant to the complaints. Yeah, so extends should work. So yes, a bug. All right. So this is a duplicate. That looks. So we actually haven't started reviewing pull requests yet. We're just triaging issues still. So, yep. Thanks for filing. I looked through the source code. Very helpful walkthrough of the source code. Thanks. This indeed is a duplicate of whatever this number is. Extends should work, but seems to largely not. We're not yet up to reviewing PRs, link to the reboot, but hope to soon. Also, this person sent a PR for the issue, but looks like this person links another PR, 4407. So there are two PRs, fix a bug. It looks like this PR was sent, requested changes, people asking about it. So I don't want to review PRs yet, but I also don't want to accidentally like merge one PR when there was an earlier one that addressed the same issue. So I just gonna note. Oh wait, hang on. 4407. So what are the two pull requests in play here? Here we go. Notes. Also, touches this area. We should review them together in case one is a dupe, just to make sure both. All right. So yeah, it's. I have made this mistake. I've seen other people make the mistake of seeing a later PR before an earlier one, and then offending the earlier person by merging the later PR, which is kind of ugh. Ooh yeah, +1 to the chat. This is from DJ Cool Software. It's a great name. This is one of those issues that's going to feel real good to resolve and close at all its related ephemera. First of all, great name. Second of all, great SAT word. How do you pronounce that? Ephemera? Like ephemeral, like random things coming out of it. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I love, once in a while you get these issues where you like close it, merge the PR, whatever, and then just suddenly it feels like the backlog is smaller. Like not just a little smaller, but ephemera. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Good stuff. Yeah. Cool. So some settings cannot be inherited. This is a bug and it is a duplicate. Extends keyword. Just adding that so it's easier to show in searches for extends. So type bug duplicates. Where does the name DJ, if you're willing to mention the name DJ Cool Software, where did that come from? Are you a DJ? Is your software cool? All right, moving on. I've been doing this for an hour 10. I'll probably go till an hour 30 unless I somehow blaze through and get to most of them. You were college radio. That's awesome. College radio DJ. Respect. That must be so nerve-wracking doing things live, you know? Oh boy. Mocha. Agency name. Awesome. Well, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Mocha runs old JavaScript tests instead of new TypeScript tests. I haven't even begun to look at transpiling shenanigans. My understanding of Mocha. So Mocha runs the test in the compile.js instead of the TS. Understanding Mocha with TS notice that it should transpile TS on the fly, not read the JavaScript file. So clone. Well. Oh, they have a link to our fun fact. There's a Mocha examples project. Oh, I almost forgot to post and pin. Moving on to one around JS, TS, and transpilation. So yeah, Mocha examples. I actually think I have this locally. Code Mocha examples. Nope. So cd packages TypeScript npm I TypeScript package JSON. So test runs Mocha. Oh my god, this thing still uses TSLint. I have to actually let me just make sure no one's filed an issue to move from TSLint. Where's my tools emoji? Move from TSLint to ESLint. TSLint was deprecated years ago. GitHub Palantir TSLint. Let's move to ESLint. Cool. Just a little quick file on the examples repo, which isn't super maintained. Side issue. The Mocha examples repo still uses TSLint. egads. Another fun SAT word. All right. So this person is saying the TypeScript example Mocha should be running straight from source, your TS files, .ts, not your compiled files. This example doesn't use TS node though, they're saying. There'll now be an index.js file in source. Run npm test. Foo is shown good. Change foo to fa as opposed to bar. Yep. Yeah. So this is just a misunderstanding. There's Mocha can be configured to run with on TS source files using tools such as TS node, but it doesn't do so by default. By default, it just reads from JS files. The Mocha examples TypeScript example doesn't use TS node. Doesn't use, I should say transpilers. Doesn't use a transpiler. I guess I don't need to quote. That's why it has a separate compile command to run TSC. Do we have an example here with Babel? The TypeScript Babel example. Let's look at that one. TypeScript-Babel. Does this one show an example? Nope. It also doesn't show an example. Also doesn't use on the fly transpilation. So this is really a docs examples request that we don't have any examples showing on the fly transpilation. Can I move this issue? I know that's I could transfer it, but I guess it's really really a separate issue for what I want to file. So I want to have an example that shows transpilation. Babel might have it. Yeah, I'm gonna add add examples for more modern on the fly transpilation tools. So coming over from here, we should really, it would be useful to show modern ways of using Mocha, i.e. without a pre-test compile script, showing TS node or TS or similar as a loader. Let's add those examples in. Cool. Filed this issue. Filed to add examples. Thanks for reporting. Raised hands. So this is not planned. So I'll just mark it as not a bug, question. It's really a support question. And let me post the bug that I filed. That ended up being that ended up in a note that we should add more examples for Mocha to the Mocha examples repo. Cool. Whoops, wrong link. How many people are maintaining the Mocha these days? Great question. 3 of us. Let me actually post that pinned issue for reference. For a while it was 0. Like a year or 2 it was 0. Because the previous maintainers just didn't have the time. They were off doing other things. It's a very thankless job sometimes. The 3 of us, Ozlopak, Voxpelli, and I, So that's Aris and Pelly and I. We picked up maintenance in November. We were given it. Oh yeah, are you also an open source maintainer, DJ Cool Software? You switched from college radio DJ to agency coding to open source? I feel like you have a fascinating story that I'd love to learn. Unfortunately, I think I'm the most active of the three of us right now. The other two are quite busy with other endeavors. So I've been doing a lot of the like triage type stuff recently, which I honestly like. I enjoy this. This is fun for me. Get out. MobX State Tree. I love MobX. One of my old jobs, old teams, we had a React MobX setup that I co-architected that I loved. And one of our things of like, oh, we should get around to this was MobX State Tree. Love MobX State Tree. Danny, I cannot believe you just redeemed highlight my message to tell me, gotta go, keep up the good work. Thank you. That was really kind of you. Appreciate it. Shout out MobX State Tree. Love MobX. Love MobX. Yeah, MobX is one of those things that I really wish caught on more. Redux was the best at the time when it was introduced, like in many people's minds and in many cases, but like MobX is a different approach that I thought worked really well in a lot of apps. Yeah, like when I set that project up or helped set that project up, I want to be very careful to not Valor steal too much. It was at a time prior to hooks. It was like 2018, early 2018, late 2017, and like that was like high Redux era before Redux Toolkit, and it was on a team actually that was coming from like a homegrown MVVM on the front end pattern. This was at Microsoft on Sway, and they had done their own thing because when they had gotten started, React was still licensed by Facebook so that you couldn't sue Facebook if you used it, which meant like, no, you can't do that in open source. Good times. I think you're trialing it automatic and they have you dealing with 7-year-old Redux React. Yeesh. Yeah, I think MobX was particularly attractive to me for a team that didn't want to use Angular, but was still very used to like C# patterns, you know? Good times. Oh, man. You know, okay, bye. I feel like conversations always pick up towards the end of things, you know? People get this like weird psychological effect, at least I do. All right, moving on. Watch fails on TypeScript after second code. Recompile. Yeah, at Codecademy, we moved from, while I was there, started to move from like Redux with a bunch of helper libraries to Next.js. That was fun. Another TypeScript one, this time about watch mode. Yeah, I wish it was possible to automate more of these migrations, like old Redux to Redux Toolkit, you know? One of the things that when you have a really solidified system like MobX State Tree, I wonder if there's an automated way to like interact or even migrate from MST to like stately X-state. Interesting. All right, with a simple TypeScript project, Mocha in watch mode works correctly at first, but after the second source code change detection, it loses compiled information. Create a simple TypeScript project with a static class. Zip attached. I swear to fucking God. I had a good, where is it? Oh, it was the label. I had a good response here. Nope, wrong label. Unconfirmed. Ooh, code generation with AI. Very interesting. Ignite flame. Dev. Is this what you're talking about? Okay. Oh, infinite red. Oh, that's cool. Bookmarking. Thank you. Oh my God. I think one of the hidden paranoias of working in TypeScript and trying to get like TypeScript open source projects and trying to get people to, give you isolated reproductions or like show off cool concepts or like interesting or useful things is to accidentally tell people to look up the TypeScript playground, but then abbreviating as TS play. You get some things that are not TypeScript. Looking for that. Yeah. I looked. Oh, it's at the bottom. Where's that fail 0 bug? Oh, I think I changed the issue on it. Yeah. So let me just copy and paste this exclamation. You know, I don't like the phrasing I used. I'd appreciate and next time. There we go. I don't want to be rude at phrasing, you know, like rereading this, I'm like, in the future. It comes across as robotic, I think, what I said, and robotic is kind of passive aggressive, easy to interpret as. Python.com, python.org. Oh my God. Forgot about that. Can't believe that's still a thing. Yeah. Being kind online. And it sucks too because my intent is good. It's just I didn't put enough effort into, you know, looking at what I said. And then it's so hard. It's to see the intent, you know? So you get this vicious cycle of two people intent not translating, and then it gets viciously angry. Yeah, being kind is key and hard. So, okay, I got this project. Let's do another zip extract. See how that goes. You know, like 10 years ago, this probably would have been a huge pain in the rear. All right, so they don't have a package lock. They do have a package JSON. Okay, looks fairly reasonable. Why do I have so many PDF statements from my finances here? Let's close those. Code, Mocha, watch, failure. Package JSON. Yeah, the key thing with downloading zips online is to always look at the dependencies if you're going to install. Make sure there's nothing weird there. Like in theory, someone might put like CHA1 or something. I don't know. I don't know if that's a real package, but like try to make it so it's easy for you to not notice that it's like a malicious package. Then you install and then some script runs or something. Yeah. Oh, that's so key. Can I highlight someone's message? Yeah. DJ, I love this. And there's more than two people involved in any open source interaction. It's you, the other person, and everyone who ever reads it later. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. The vast majority of people who read an issue are not the two or more talking to each other. It's everyone watching it. Yep. With even less context than the two of you. So true. Love it. So let's see what happens. Create a simple types of project, zip attached, npm run, test watch. Passing test. Edit the tested function to return source. Hi 1. Hi 2. Hi 3. Hi 4. Hi 5. Hi 6. Hi 7. Oh, you know what? I just realized I should in the other issue just like attach a repro. Yeah. Okay. I just, yeah, because I say, hey, please don't upload a zip. It's hard. And then I don't actually provide the thing I was working with instead. So people coming into it later will be inconvenienced. That's another thing to pick up. Okay, so I'm just going to I don't need ignore package log. I'm going to copy these into my repos. Repo. Okay, I don't need all this stuff from the extends thing. So many ignored stuffs. Repo, Mocha. This is a good title. Case for npm npm run test. Git checkout B. I'm gonna do a little cute thing with the title. Just gonna replace all spaces and pluses. Mocha failed 0. Status. Repro. Yep. Push U origin Mocha -- fail 0 blah blah blah. And I'm gonna go to my repros repo and go to the branch directly. Edit. I pushed a reproduction here. Cheers. Cool. Which then leads me to this one, where I will do the same thing. Mocha watch failure, source, package lock, config, etc., etc. Repros, there we go. Oh, didn't mean to. There you go. Don't want to clobber over anything. And repro, Mocha, TypeScript, watch mode, not watch mode, reproduction case for this thing, which is npm I npm run test watch. So npm I run test watch. Spec. Right. And then I had changed this a whole bunch of times. 9, 10, 11, 4, 5. Oh! 4, 5? Oh, okay. Race condition or something. 5, 6, 7. I don't reproduce this issue. I don't reproduce this issue locally. Node 16 on Windows. Locally on Mac OS. What version of Mac am I? Ventura 13.2. Ventura 13.2 with Node 20, which actually is interesting. Let me arf node modules nvm use 16. See if I can switch to and install 16.14.2 nvm use 16.14.2. Yep. Ha! Just seeing the chat. Yeah, DJ. Good point. Maybe it's Node version. npm I clear npm run test watch. 7 1 2 3 4 5. Nope. Or yeah, nope. 2011 Maybe it's a transient issue in a nested dependency. Maybe it's Windows specific. Who filed this? Nebo site. Yep. If this is still impacting you, could you? If this is still impacting you, could I bother you to confirm? Could I bother you whether this is still impacting you? I don't have a Windows computer handy at the moment, but can check soon. Yeah, I'll actually file a bookmark. I do have a, you know what? I do have a Windows laptop, actually. So let me, I'll be right back. Quick ad break and I'll get my Windows laptop and I'll try it. One sec. If you're a subscriber, you might still see me. I always get confused with how Twitch works with these things. Sorry about the ad. Either way, Got my charger. And it's empty. Okay, sorry about that. Got my charger, got my old Surface laptop, which honestly, I liked my Surface when I first got it. But this thing has not aged well. I really resent it. I used to be big anti-Apple. I just resented the company, their stupid advertising. We're so good. But my God, Microsoft, your laptops just aren't as good, you know? So anyway, sending this to charge. I'll have to come back to this issue. Charging an old Surface laptop to try on Windows 11. We'll come back to this soon. And thanks, DJ. I really appreciate you. Hope to see you around. Bye. I'm gonna make this a branch too. Check out B Mocha TypeScript recompile status. Add all, come out. Repro, Mocha, and TypeScript recompiling. Watch mode. Actually, yeah, let's make that the branch name. Mocha, TypeScript watch mode. P Mocha, TypeScript watch mode. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here's a repro. All right. Laptop is charging. Yep. And this is a bookmark. So I will come back to this. I'll actually leave it with the label. And assigning myself to note that I will come back to this. All right. Regular reminder, folks, totally fine to lurk, no worries. But if there's anything you want to talk about, chat, please let me know. I'm always happy to talk. I just like hanging out online. You know, the life. I'm Josh. I work in open source full time, and this is a slice of life for me. Moving on. Security vulnerability detected in dependency npm debug. These come up once in a while. People will scan for vulnerabilities, and then just like mass post. So they're complaining about debug 4.3.4 latest. Does Mocha even have a direct dependency on debug? Yes, it does. 4.3.4. Oh, interesting. Debug has security? Interesting. So let's just look at this one for now. Human dependent body. Hey, dude, man. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Yeah. I have thoughts. I have feels on this. Let me just post this online. First of a couple security vulnerabilities. Read human acting as dependabot. LOL. Reporting. Yeah. I have thoughts on these kinds of reports. Tools are way too active in reporting false positives for security vulns. Most of them don't impact end users. I doubt this one doesn't for sure. I don't want to say This one probably doesn't. Yeah, I don't want to say for sure, but people will find a security vulnerability, so to speak, in a library. It'll be like if a string is passed in through the programmatic API that is crafted in a particular array, or like a regular expression crafted in a particular array, then then it'll like crash your app because of a I don't know, like a RDOS, regular expression denial of service. But then like it's a dependency of Mocha, and Mocha never passes in a string like that, so it's not actually relevant. But it's spam. It's like actual spam, because now we have a bajillion security. You have to update this critical zeros that swamp any actual reports and waste our time for things that don't matter. And it's not, I guess I shouldn't say that it doesn't matter. It's not critical, and it's silly. Like, we don't have a dependency on a specific like version of debug. It, like, once they update, people will get the new version. Boom. So yeah, actually, this is fun. Erroneous CVE mentioned on the debug passage with scanners. Look at this. There have been no formal security reports to me and no good faith attempts here on the repository. Love to see it. Shit like this makes a mockery of the security community, and I refuse to partake. I would hope that the other advisory relay systems of PMs and GitHubs discard such blatantly trashy, dark-riddled pattern and hostile services altogether. Love it. Yes. This is... So this person is saying CWE1333. Is this the same thing? Okay, so it's not the same thing. CWE1333 debug. So what are they actually reporting? Debug. C. Thanks for filing, but this isn't a good use of anybody's time to investigate. Oh, love it. I actually want to shout this comment out. Good on you. I'm going to bookmark this. I'm going to bookmark this specific comment. Good on you, Quicks, for saying this. I agree. Copy link, paste. Easiest way to get into a bookmark for later. Now you see how my to-do list grows. So security invalid. And now we have a similar thing to similar. Okay, so we do have a dependency on npm in flight, I believe. Oh yeah, I'll post this online. Moving on to the next security one. Dude, man, what are you up to? How's your day going, if you don't mind me asking? Second security report. Low hopes. Oh boy, In Flight, published 7 years ago. That's great. From the NPM or Isaac's person. And then Mocha does in fact have a transient dependency on In Flight. No, it doesn't. That's good to hear. In flight issues, CWE 772. I think. CWE on MITRE. Oh, you want to get involved in open source? That's awesome. What have you done? What do you want to do? What's up? Tell me more. Yes, I'm going to say similar to whatever. There are the vast majority of security reports on GitHub npm are at least semi-automated and spam. If you can demonstrate an actual usage, an actual security vulnerability in Mocha as a result of a please do. Otherwise, this isn't an effective use of time. Our time. Otherwise, this isn't a productive report. Thanks for filing, though. I do appreciate that you're trying to make things more secure. Like, I'm assuming positive intent here, that the person did actually want to report a couple security vulns, but this is not correct. Like, they're erroneous to do it this way, and most likely erroneous to report them as a vuln in Mocha at all. Ooh, contribute to a few projects, but sometimes it feels like there are a million people asking to take issues, and that usually discourages me. Yeah, I really don't like when people do that. I don't like the take style of things. I'm sorry that you've had that experience. I feel you. There's a really my shoulder. Ooh. There's a really fun concept called licked cookie. Where is it? There's a old blog, Licked Cookies blog. I think it's from Raymond Chen of Microsoft. Yeah, who's just an interesting, fascinating, smart, good person to read blogs from in general. Whoops. Okay. People, the concept is once you lick a cookie, no one else is going to want it. Similarly, if you post an issue, I want to do this, no one else will want to do it. So I don't like it when people do that. I think it's impossible to reliably, take release issues. So just don't do it. Send a PR. The unfortunate result is sometimes there'll be a PR sent while you're working on it, but that's the least of the evils. So anyway, yeah, my experience, by the way, dude, man, if you want to look through my repos, I don't do cookie licking in mine, and I have a lot of smaller ones. I've had a lot of success working in like smaller or less maintained things rather than like the Reacts and the TypeScripts of the world. I don't know if that's useful advice if you tried that and I'm just telling you something you already know, but for anyone watching, at least, that's my general thought process. But definitely let me know if there's anything I can do to help you in the open source journey. ESM utils should support URL. Let's look at this one. Moving back to more productive, I don't want to say more productive, to non-security points, something on ESM utils. Did I not post? Weird. Alrighty. This will be the last issue I look at today. It's almost 2 hours and I'm tired. So after this, we'll find someone to raid. So any other questions or comments you ever ask? Yeah, dude, I remember, I think one of my first open source issues I filed was on a package not using a serial or Oxford comma, and they said no, and I was really upset about that. I was like, you're wrong. I'm right. Let me send my first PR. Okay. According to the official Node.js docs, ESM or ECMAScript modules are resolved and cached as URLs. However, ESM utils does not support loading files from a URL. ESM HTML URLs. That means that special characters must be percent encoded. File, node, and data URL schemes are supported. You can't use an HTTPS unless you're using a custom HTTPS loader. Okay, so like you could do fluid.mjs query equals 1. That's cool. Actually, I didn't know that. You can import modules with like question mark queries after that. All right. So just going through the repro steps. check out main. Yep. Clear. npm init y. I'm on node 20. Oh yeah, rm rf node modules. JSON npm init y. Clear. npm I mocha at 10.210 save dev. And then in the package JSON, let's add type module. Create 2 files, index.js, suite.js, suite.js. Suite contents and index contents. npm node index.js. All right. Cannot find module whatever. This path. Users Josh repros slash file : users Josh repros. Okay, so Mocha is trying to, and same with MJS. So Mocha should be able to load file. Okay. So I see what's happening here. They're saying that the like native ECMAScript modules should support file protocol, but it doesn't. I'm going to extract this out to a constant. Path to file. Let's log it, see what's getting required. Path to file is the correct one. Ooh. Interesting. And if I do file, so it looks like there are 3 slashes. Same issue. Okay. I see what's happening. Yep. One suggests Mocha itself should not implement due to wide usage and possible security issues. All right, so wait, they're saying that you could translate paths. I'm assuming that Mocha relies on node built-in import. So it's saying that Mocha should defer to... Wait, why isn't it saying the actual line and column that this is happening on? ESM utils 53. So trying to require file. Okay. Yeah, this seems to be a bug in Mocha to me. Adding a couple logs. The path, the string being passed to mocha.add file is looks like my computer, but the bug also reproduces with only 2 slashes after file. The path being passed to require, or the string being passed to retire, just say the string or this whatever passed to require, is a buggy one with file in the middle. And looking at Mocha on the main, there we go. ESM utils line 53. ESM utils 53. Copy remote file URL from Mocha. Yeah. All right. So it looks like that require call only happens if a previous import failed. This thing. And actually, let me log that. See what's happening. First try. Jazz WDR, thank you. That's an interesting point. Yeah, you can see I'm not super familiar with this. You're right. You're absolutely right. File : / and then the path to the thing. Nice. A second time today that someone's first chat on the channel has been like very, very good. Nicely done. Thank you. So the first try is with file and ESM decorator, and then error from first. In theory, I could put a visual debugger here. In practice, I like just putting them all at once. This way, when I'm just looking at something, first import. It's just easier for me. And then first import equals this. So now I'm gonna see what gets logged. So the first try, that call is also trying with a path like. Nice. Let me just make sure that they have the. If you cannot find module, blah, blah, blah. So what's interesting here is the file in colon is, as you noted, being the wrong number of slashes. Let's try this. Let's try if file.includes suite.js file equals. Let's try fixing the file manually. See if that fixes it. So I don't think having a file protocol in the middle is going to fix it. I'm just curious. Yeah, it's still broken. So file triple tick. Yeah, so if we fix the file, it works. So manually removing the characters before the file in at the start of exports.require or import fixes things. Accepting PRs to fix Mocha. So TLDR, I think summary. I think the issue is that Mocha isn't respecting protocols such as file and is putting junk on the path before the protocol. That's protocol, right? Protocol. Yeah. Protocol. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let's fix Mocha to not do that. Great issue. Thanks for the detailed reports. Love it. Honestly, love a detailed report. Like this is really nice. This brings me joy. So bug, yes. And actually the root issue is Mocha to add file should spell URL. I do want to mention Mocha to add file just in case there's another issue that also mentions this. Add file. Add file. See if there's one with it in the title. Nothing. Great. All right. Well, as I promised, I'm going to end now. And you know what? It's an hour 59 and 20 seconds. This is perfect timing for a 2-hour stream. This is a pleasure. Jazz WDR, I'm glad you came in at the end. Everyone else, Dude Man, DJ Cool Software, Danny, I really appreciate y'all chatting. This has been great. I like that. Y'all helped me. It saved me some time. The little issues. So bug, accepting, PR, definitely a Node.js. Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Anyway, let's find someone to raid. Just to summarize for anyone new here, my stream elements isn't working. But I'm Josh. I work on open source projects such as TypeScript ESLint and now Mocha full-time. This is a stream where I show off what I do. No, I didn't mean to hit the ad break button. I'm so sorry. God dang it. I meant the raid. Shoot. Can you disable an ad? Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to go raid. Ramon! Hola, soy milk. Tell him I said hi. I'll join. I have to go for 5 minutes and I'll be back. Bye, y'all. Thanks for joining.